Hello, folks. Welcome to another episode of Garage Theater. We're 2 episodes in, ready to do another third one. This is my pick. I think Twister came out extremely well. Christian, that was a great pick on your behalf.
Thank you. I can only think that this will match the level of absurdity that occurred in Twister.
So the movie we are watching today is The Happening. This, in my opinion, is where you really see the extreme drop-off from M Night Shyamalan. Like, The Village was bad, but The Happening was just one of the worst movies ever.
The Village is... That whole thing as a kid, terrified me. Like, when I was younger, I thought The Village was terrifying. The ending sort of did me in. This is a movie that, it's either like a masterpiece or like gum under your shoe, but maybe it's a little of both. I don't know. It's got a lot. It's endearing in some ways.
We're watching The Happening. It's my first rated R movie I ever saw in theaters.
Wow.
I snuck in as a 13-year-old.
Wow. Was it more like intrigue of the movie based, or did you just want to do something teenage?
So I'm trying to remember. It was like a summer camp thing. They sent us to the movie theater and they let us pick whichever movies we could go into. And I was like, everyone was going to this movie. It's like, because I remember seeing trailers for it. I was like, oh, this is scary. It's people I was actually scared watching the trailers as a little kid. And I was like, this is going to be really good and terrifying. And then I watched it and I was like, that was terrible.
It's trailers like that are good and they disappear in today's modern world, but nobody really knew what was going on. I think maybe the tell was Mark Wahlberg as the lead. Maybe that should have been this movie might not be amazing, but
in hindsight, as a kid, I didn't realize that. I should have. If I saw it if it came out recently, I'd be like, Mark Wahlberg as the lead.
Yeah,
probably a bad sign.
Yeah, if it's some sort of mindless action, and he can certainly be good in a complimentary role, a la The Departed. He was good.
Oh yeah.
The other guys was good, but he definitely has range. Boogie Nights is absurd, obviously, but if it's just he is the lead, yeah, that's tough.
Yeah, I can't get behind Mark Wahlberg as a lead, but that's exactly what we're going to do today. Let's get into it. This is The Happening. What's your go-to theater beverage?
Oh, that's good. I feel like I low-key just bum whatever the person next to me is drinking. I feel like more Coke, Pepsi products. I love slushies, but I don't typically get slushies in movie theaters. I'll just get them at gas stations.
I pound the slushie. I mix the cherry and the Coke slushie.
Dude, fucking same.
Yeah. Big guy says, no, man. Mine says, welcome to Jamaica. Have a nice day.
That joke was so bad that guy killed himself. There's another. It's people making bad eggs.
David?
Is that the third? Is that what carries
that's the twist. It's just Mark Wahlberg to a class of kids, and it's now if I was on the plane,
if I had access to a fucking box cutter, you do zero with that box cutter.
Coordinated event. He's right.
Why does Mark Wahlberg? One thing I recognize in this movie is he constantly looks confused.
I was just gonna say, confused is the perfect way to describe that. He is disgruntled. He's
a good scientist.
They're not clear on the scale yet.
He was in Twister.
Right there.
What the fuck?
Right there. He's graduated from storm chasing. He's teaching classes now.
The old woman's in Minority Report, 5 Easy Pieces, Lady Bird. She's in The Nice Guys? Whoa.
God, Mike, you got a lot of beef.
Shared universe. Boom.
And Jeremy
First
Strong
stage
is in this movie,
confused
and they're
speech.
both on Succession
The
together.
second
There's
stage is
such a
physical
web being
disorientation.
cast right now.
Lost.
I didn't say that. It's just talk, okay? Just relax, please.
These are not real people talking.
He's like, please relax before I do yet another race crime.
Why is everybody saying that?
Is it springtime or fall time? Because that changes what's happening in the world, because the SEC would stop for nobody.
That is true. How many SEC titles do you have, Mark Wahlberg? 0.
New York.
In the director's cut, there's actually 2 twin towers in that shot, and it's all because of Mark Wahlberg.
Wow, long pants and dad sandals.
I was just gonna say, like, the
This guy
piggies.
should off himself.
What's the news?
Apparently Philadelphia was just attacked.
Call mommy.
They hit the Pentagon!
Lyle, turn on the TV! They hit the Pentagon! They hit the fucking Pentagon!
I wish they would have replaced
town,
Mark
Jess.
Wahlberg with Alex Jones. He
Nothing
would have
like
got like a
happens when
similar. He would have got like a totally similar thing.
We gotta do something about these fucking trees! This dude had some really bad eggs.
Oh yeah, terrible.
Look at him! Oh my god. That lady's really intrigued. She's like,
I was gonna say she was looking over. Oh come on.
Mother of God, what kind of terrorists are these?
She sucks. She's the worst.
yeah, that's too fucking bad, bro.
You're not just gonna.
Wow.
He
You're not
is
just gonna.
He is just
Can you
gonna.
believe how crappy people are?
Do you think these plants are letting the other plants know that these are good people and being like, hey,
hot dogs for the road.
let them go?
You know, hot dogs get a bad.
So like his vibes. are
Oh,
all-
my dude, right here.
Got protein. You like hot dogs, right?
Hot dog
By the way,
king. I absolutely love that.
They had to stop. They couldn't have just like picked up the speed. They had to come.
No,
to a
it's- I
complete
had to stop first and be like,
Yeah.
you know what? I'm just gonna. Hey, he's fine.
Yeah.
Everyone else dead. Math wizard John Leguizamo, fine.
He's got to have some sort of blood on the side of his face. Come on. It's a good shot pulling up.
Yeah. He's like, I made a mistake. My wife makes terrible eggs. Why am I
Yeah.
even trying to find her?
That guy looks like Tim Allen.
Just tell her.
This movie came out in 2008, and there's been no mention
Honey,
that the Giants beat the Patriots.
If Princeton's had
Well,
problems.
we don't know when this happened. People should be talking about the Patriots' undefeated season.
Okay, yeah, for sure.
You just stay in your room. You,
Mark Wahlberg, as a Bostonian, is probably like, we're not going to throw that in this
honey,
fucking
talking
movie.
funny.
Like,
What's wrong?
He's just thinking about the towers.
I was just gonna say that. He's like, what's the problem, Mark? I don't know. I just feel like I could have made a difference in some way, you know? This movie is very similar to Twister in that they both have like these history book stats about nature.
These
Like-
science mumbo jumbo
Yeah.
guys that are just like spouting bullshit.
bushes
Yeah.
with grass and everything in between.
Except this one isn't addicted to heroin and dead. But
says.
There's no significant population there. That's our safe zone. We waited
That we
out
want to
there
find
till
a
it's over.
population of people that think Lamar
Is
Jackson
everyone
should
in
be a
agreement?
running back.
Jesus.
Oh no.
I don't know.
That was.
this face is like so synonymous with the whole movie. Like this
Toxic?
face right here. I don't think you understand.
Let's just stay ahead of the wind.
The Patriots have gone undefeated throughout the regular season, guys. I need to get to the local sports bar and fucking watch this.
You think it could be plants?
That's just the dumbest.
If it isn't between.
You know where would be safe?
Whenever
Wyoming.
Terrorists.
Yeah, go to Wyoming or go to Oklahoma, Boomer Sooner.
Right now.
Yeah, that sound.
Must
That
be worried, though.
didn't you just be worried
Still
about
not.
6,000 tornadoes
This
a day?
place must have a bathroom. I'm gonna take Jess and we can leave.
Hurry.
They're like, oh, I really like the ambiance of these local restaurants. I really still want to stay, honey. It's like, we got to get the fuck out of here. But I'm really resentful of you and this whole relationship.
Are you joking?
Is the Taliban joking?
Listen, we just want some food for a little girl, you pussies!
Jess, come here.
Josh.
He's
Stop
going to
it.
get shot right in the head. Clear
Yes,
political
and-
statement.
No!
I'm going to give M. Night
Get out of this nightmare.
another applause because you usually never see kids getting killed in movies. They're normally always exempt from the kills.
It's true.
He just killed 2 of them in a 5-second span.
Elliot.
Bravo.
are trying to wait it out. We have Professor Kendall Wallace of Carnegie Mellon, a statistician, here with us.
Country
Professor,
roads take me
what can you
home.
tell us?
Calculating by the rise in intensity.
Oh,
reports of
2008, West
incidents
Virginia
within
just
the
had a
affected
crazy
area.
season where they
One can
lost a
guess
pit.
crude
Wow, let's go.
One can
Let's
see
gotta
the
make the
incident.
edit.
It was
We
like,
gotta
wow,
get-
we really hope Rich Rod could take us there again.
Wow. They're like, did you hear 13.9? Oh man.
There ain't nothing around here for miles.
Except my clitoris, if you want to take a whack at
Why
that
we eyeing
thing.
that lemon drink?
Why don't you just apply a little bit of pressure on it with your tongue? Lady.
I suppose the kind thing for me to do is to.
Lady, I
offer
can't do that right now.
What are you talking about?
I'm not horny. The world's ending, lady.
Also, you're living in the apocalypse at this point now. If I'm Mark Wahlberg, I'm just killing this old woman.
No,
I will fucking Montavious Burf it
Plans
you into the
on
ground, old
murdering me
lady.
and my
Mrs. Jones?
Her name's Mrs. Jones? It's kind of hot.
Mrs. Jones.
How? How does it affect everyone but them?
Yeah, I don't understand it. He's gonna make it back inside on time.
This is the end, isn't it? I wish you were here.
Me too.
I wish I was there too, because I'd stop all this just like I would have stopped 9/11.
And the Spanish Inquisition, Tenement Square.
World War One.
Yeah. There would have never been a World War
First
II.
Get out there halfway, start walking backwards. It's like, nah, I was just joking.
It's just a gag. It's just a funny gag.
Are you okay?
Say a word. Say yes.
Mama.
It's only been how many
love you.
people like do you think died?
I love you too.
In the movie, or like that we've
From
seen,
this. No, just from this, like
like from this epidemic or whatever.
yeah.
Well, there's like a ton in the Northeast region.
Would have had to have been like millions.
Yeah. It would have been like in the 500,000 to millions range. It's all normal now, though. Oh no, she's having 8 children. 4 of them are
she's
gremlins.
pregnant with Joey's baby.
Let's watch reruns of MASH and have sex. She's so excited. Honey, I don't want to watch MASH. I just want to have sex. Why are you putting MASH on?
So we can have sex. It's pretty obvious.
It's like, why is that your kink? That has to be no one else on Earth's kink.
I can't explain it.
Fucking
I
MASH.
just love good military drama.
We had 2 references to older. We had All in the Family and now MASH, so we're due for a third. Oh no, it doesn't end there. There's no way it ends there. It has to be crazier, right? There has to be some crazy event. Yeah.
That's it. That's the happening, everybody.
It happened.
It happened for sure. That movie's terrible.
I think it had a lot of valid points to make. I think it had some intelligent points with like the Einstein quote about the bees. And it was a smart movie that like didn't really take itself serious. Like, you know what I mean? Like it had a lot of underlying structure there to be like a good take on maybe climate change or something, or if they wanted to go that route. But it ended up
They were
just
definitely trying to go the climate change route, and I feel like they did it really badly.
Yeah, I agree. It's like oddly touching in a way. I don't know. It's an endearing movie. You can't really compare it.
Did we learn anything from the happening? Did we learn?
Plants can be talked to and potentially masturbated on.
Oh, definitely. Make sure you come on your plants, because that'll show them that you love them, and then they won't kill you.
Yeah, it's all that pent up love. Like you're literally putting out a life source, like on another life source. So naturally, that would heighten it, I would guess. Yeah, I feel like people might think this movie is meandering, and that's probably right. But I can't compare this movie to any other movie. Like I can't really think of a movie that is similar to this.
In some respects, it was just like Twister, where it just kind of starts and just keeps on going. There was never a break.
Right.
And just like Twister, only lasts for like a day. Like in Twister, it was 8,000 tornadoes in a day. This time, it's plants killing all of the Northeast in a day.
That is 100% correct. It didn't stop for anybody. It was just a train off the tracks. 2008, a whopping 17% on Rotten Tomatoes. I guarantee the audience scores higher. Wow, not by much, 24%. See, I feel like a lot of people like to hate watch this movie. I feel like this is strictly watched as like, this is so dumb that you need to watch
Yeah,
it.
it's watched as more of like a comedy.
Right. And I think that's what ends up happening. Like, I think people box themselves in when they make movies that are just like, you can't see what the bad thing is. Like, I can't think of many movies like that are good.
That are
What
like
did
good
it-
on purpose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What did M Night Shyamalan do before this? Because you had said this was his
I
big
think right
drop-off.
before this. So let me look up M Night Shyamalan's like filmography. Let me look it up real quick because I think this was right after The Village.
You're like, wow, he directed the third Godfather. I never knew that.
So he did director. So he did Praying with Anger, Wide Awake, The Sixth Sense, Unbreakable, Signs, The Village, Lady in the Water was right before this.
I'm gonna have to Google Lady in the Water.
So Lady in the Water, then it was The Happening, then it was The Last Airbender, which everybody loves so much. Then it was After Earth.
Okay,
then
that's
it was one
shitty.
episode of Wayward Pines.
Dude, Wayward Pines was so good. That first season is so electric.
He did one episode.
Okay.
Then he did The Visit with those crazy grandparents. And then he
I heard
did Split, Glass, and Old.
Old, I heard, had its moments. I saw a couple of those trailers for it, and it looked okay. But he has that reputation as a director where, like, you really go in with your arms crossed, like, kind of prove me wrong at this point, which sucks. But, like, he's done it to himself.
I mean, he's at this point where I'll watch it because I think the movie's going to be terrible. Like, that's where I'm at. He's like the Nick Cage of directors.
Oh, yeah, that's a good way to put it. And I think it is important to know your setting. Know when you're going to watch something. Like if this is something you need to show somebody and you have to show someone a masterful film, maybe don't show them this. You could show them The Deer Hunter. You could show them a lot of movies. But if you're just going to like maybe drink, maybe smoke, maybe chill, do whatever, I would definitely throw this on. It has a lot of rewatchability. Like I would not mind rewatching this in 2 months if I have a couple beers in me.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind like rewatching this like once a year, get super drunk with your friends, watch it, have a good time.
Yeah, you can zone in and out. I think that's what's important. There's movies that you do need to sort of hold a candle to the entire thread throughout, but a movie like this, you could easily go 20 minutes here, 40 minutes here, go use the restroom. I think it's a solid film. It's just also kind of bad.
So what do we rate The Happening? I'm going to rate The Happening enjoyment-wise 8 out of 10, competency-wise 3 or 4 out of 10.
I like the distinction. I give Twister a 4-4. And I don't think this movie is better than Twister. Maybe?
It was funnier in my mind.
It was definitely funnier. And
I will say this, though. Even though Twister didn't have as many deaths, the one death it did have was objectively funnier.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Oh, he's dead. Dead. Done.
I think this has to go higher, so I would probably give it like a 4.8, a 4.9.
Oh, I can see that. Also, we keep the vibe of shared universe alive. So far, we're 3 for 3.
Yeah, there's been the God and Jesus thing. There's been the eggs. There's been
an
guy.
actor at least in every single one consistently.
Yep. We appreciate that actor who's also in Ferris Bueller, which I haven't seen, but yeah, excited to do this again. I'm up. I have no clue what to pick, but
it'll be very interesting. We're gonna be in the depths of football season too.
This is very true. There may need to be. I've never seen. Is Any Given Sunday with Pacino?
Yeah,
I've never seen that. That is one sports film. I've also never seen Hoosiers, but that's not football.
You seen Draft Day?
I have seen Draft Day.
Okay.
I have only seen bits and pieces of Moneyball. I never watched it the full way through.
Moneyball's really good. I like The Replacements as well.
Replacements, God rest her soul, my grandmother's one of her favorite movies. I fucking love the kicker and The Replacements.
Amazing.
And anything Keanu is just, it's so good. It's so good.
Hell yeah. But you can tune in next time to see what we do watch and Garage Theater. Thank you all for watching. Give us a like. Give us a follow. It does help. We appreciate you. I'm going to give you a little smooch on the mouth just for doing that. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Goodbye. Mwah.